Hey guys, this is a video tutorial on how to make a predator prey game in Scratch. So today's project is going to have one predator sprite and a bunch of prey sprite. When I play my project, it's going to follow my mouse around the predator, and it's going to, every time it touches a prey, it's going to make the prey disappear and then reappear in a different spot. So to do that, the featured code blocks we're using today with our predator sprite, we're going to use point towards mouse pointer. And with our prey, we're going to use this sensing block to see if it is being touched by the predator. So what we want to do today, we have to choose a backdrop and two sprites to begin with. We want to code the predator to follow the mouse around and code the prey to hide and show if the predator touches it. What we also should do is add a sound every time that the prey disappears. And what we could do, we could add a score. We could have the prey change costumes every time they disappear. We could do a lot of fun things. So whenever we do our project, these are our 4 steps: set up, code it, debug it, share it. Our first step is always project setup, getting our sprites and our backdrops. We're going to choose one backdrop of our choice and 2 sprites. So I'm going to go over to Scratch. I'm in CodeHS. You can get in Scratch some other ways if you are not in CodeHS. And I'm going to hit + for new project, and I'm going to hit Scratch. Now that I'm in here, I always first label. I'm going to call it Predator Prey. And you guys can name it that. You can name it whatever you want. Predator is spelled Predator, and then Prey is Prey. I'm going to get rid of Scout. I don't think I want to do, I'm going to choose my sprites first. I'm going to go to the cat with the +. I don't think I'm going to do a shark and fish. I think, in fact, I'm going to do this frog, and I'm going to do a dragonfly that I just saw for its prey. But that dragonfly comes in really big. That frog can't even handle that dragonfly. So I'm going to go to my size on my dragonfly. I'm going to size it way down. I like that size, but actually I think I'm going to go just a little further. I'm going to do 25. And then I'm going to set them up where I want them to be starting out in the game. Now I'm going to choose my backdrop. I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm just going to choose blue sky. Now remember, with all my tutorials, to pause and do it with me so you don't get behind in steps and that you can have a finished game when we finish. So right now, pause, get your predator, get your prey, size them, put them where you want them, and get a backdrop. Our next step is to code. Now you'll see this is my predator sprite code. And I put an event when the green flag is clicked, and I want to say go to a specific spot to start, and I want it to find my mouse pointer and move towards it. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Make sure that you're clicked on your frog, not your dragonfly. And we're going to say when our green flag is clicked, I'm going to make this a lot bigger so that you guys can see it better. When it's clicked, I want it to go to a starting spot. I like this spot, -171, -123. It's in that lower left quadrant. And my X, Y already has those numbers in, so I can just put them on. And then I'm also going to grab out a point in direction 90. I'm not going to put it on yet because I want to show you why I'm doing that. And now I want it to find my mouse. So I'm going to also grab out a point towards mouse pointer. But I want it to always look for my mouse, not just when I clicked my green flag. So I'm going to go to my controls. I'm going to grab a forever. And I'm going to say point towards mouse pointer. Now it will point towards my mouse pointer, but it's not going to move towards it, and wherever I hit stop, it's now going to point in a goofy direction. So that's why I want the point in direction 90. So whenever I hit my green flag, it will then go back to how it's supposed to. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is make it move. Right now it's pointing towards me, but it's not moving, so I have to go back to my motion and grab this first block, the move 10 steps. I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to change it to a 4. I'm going to test it out. And now it is following my mouse. It's following, it's a little laggy, so I could keep it at 4, or I could put this up to like a 9. Let's see what that does. If I go a 9, it is right on me. It is super fast. It's a little too fast for me and it starts glitching a lot. So I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to hit like 6. So now it follows my mouse. I'm going to go into my coding for my dragonfly. With my prey sprite, when the green flag is clicked, it also has a starting spot, but you'll notice there's a lot of show and hides, and there's this sensing in the conditional. If it is touching my predator, it's going to start a sound, it's going to hide, it's going to go to a random position. So making sure you're on your prey sprite, come grab a when green flag is clicked, and then you're going to set its starting spot. I like the starting spot that it has, so I'm going to grab out a go to XY. But you'll notice I need to do some show and hides because this one disappears and reappears. I need to grab 2 shows and a hide. So I need it to go to that spot and show, and then within a forever, because it's constantly going to be looking to see if it is being touched by the predator. So I'm going to grab a forever loop from my orange control. And then I have to grab a conditional, an if then. So I'm going to put that within my forever. So if, I'm going to go to my sensing. If it is touching my frogs, remember whenever there's a triangle, that's a drop down menu. And you can switch it to be your predator, not the mouse pointer or the edge, your predator. So if it's touching the predator, I want it to hide. And then I also want it to do a sound. When you go in here, you initially only have pop when you go in your sounds tab. But if you come down to the sound with the plus, you can search your sounds. I know I want a slide whistle sound. So I'm going to put that sound in. I'm going to say, I'm going to go to my sounds menu. I'm going to say start sound. So if it's touching, start the sound, hide, and then I'm going to put a show, but I have to put a wait in between it or else it will do it too fast. So I'm going to go to my orange controls and grab a wait 1 second. And before it shows, I actually want it to change its position. I want it to move. So I'm going to go to my motion, my blue, and I'm going to grab this 4th block down. Go to random position. So it is going to, if the frog touches it, it's going to make a sound. It's going to hide, then go to a random spot, wait 1 second, and then show itself. And it's going to forever be doing this loop. So now let's check this out. Okay. I like the speed of my frog. I could maybe speed him up a little to catch up with my mouse a little more. So now we've done our coding. So now it is time to debug. That is our step 3. We're going to run our program, look for bugs in our coding, and fix any errors. So right now we've noticed that if I'm moving around, my frog is fine. But if I stay just in one spot, he kind of glitches because of this code right here. Point towards the mouse pointer and move 6 steps. But right now he doesn't need to move. He's right with me, but he starts glitching because he's moving. So I'm going to add some code right here. I need to add a conditional. Go to my orange control and grab out the 4th one down, if then, and put it within my forever. I'm going to say forever if my frog, so I need to go to my green operators. I'm going to say if it is within, so if it's, or not within, if it's further than 20 feet away from me or 20 steps, I don't know what it is. If it is more than 20 away from me, then I want it to move towards me. But if it's really close to me, it can just chill. It doesn't need to move towards my mouse. So I need to go to my sensing. I need to say, if the distance to the mouse pointer is greater than 20, if I'm really far away, point me towards the mouse pointer and move me to the mouse pointer. But if I'm really close, don't do this. So now let's check it out and see if that helps. So now it still gets it. But now if it's right here, it doesn't glitch. It just waits for me to move because it's within 20 steps of me. The other thing I want to debug is right now my game is fun, but it could be a lot funner if I had more sprites. Instead of rebuilding this Dragonfly code again and again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my sprite. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to hit duplicate. It's going to give me another sprite. I'm going to move it to wherever I want it. And the only code I need to change now is my position for when it starts. So I'm going to grab the numbers from over here. I'm going to hit a 49 and a 72. And then I'm going to duplicate again. And then you just move it to wherever you want it. Let's see, this one. This one's 108, negative 122. You can add as many prey as you would like, or you can keep it pretty simple. And then I think I'm going to make 6 of them, so I'm going to quickly make a couple more. I'm going to put this one over here, 176. So you are going to do the same thing. Just duplicate by right clicking on your sprite and choosing duplicate, and then move it to wherever that you want it to start. This one is 127 and 31. And then as soon as you have as many as you think you need, your game is done and you can play it and test it. So I hope you have fun making it. You can then also add different things. You can add a score if you want. You can change the costume. It can change into some other kind of sprite. Wow, I got all those at once. So when you have a lot, sometimes they stack on top of each other. If you want to add a score, you just go to your variables. You make a variable, you name it score. And then you're going to turn on your score at the top. And then you can set your variable to 0 when your score to 0. And then you can change it by 1 every time that you touch one of them.